The problem is your mindset. The problem is not that God has not released you. The problem is not that God has not answered your prayer. The problem is that you need to move. You need to stand. You need to move. Stop waiting. Listen, train without action quietly cause delay. Time wasted cannot be reclaimed. That is one of the things that David understood. That's why David prepared himself, kept preparing himself, kept working every day, kept rising up. Even when it's raining, he's always there, tending the sheep, taking care of the lamb, never gave excuse. Stop deceiving yourself that preparation is progress. When you refuse to take action, you are still being delayed. Nothing will shift. Before David fought Goliath, David devoted himself in preparation every day by going to take care of the father's lamb. Stop waiting for things to happen. Until you create it, it will not happen. Greatness is built by repetition, not by suddenly. Greatness is built by repetition, not by dreaming, not by planning. David became strong through the humble discipline of daily practice, going to the bush every day to take care of the lamb, to feed the lamb and the sheep. Training was David's way of life. David never waited for motivation. Nobody motivated him. Training was David's secret, not motivation. Stop motivating your life without taking action. Have an identity with God and begin to move. Stop waiting for motivation. Jesus has motivated you. The motivation you are looking for is already in the Bible. David is an example. Daniel is an example. Esther is an example. Stop waiting for motivation. Start working for your breakthroughs. Start working for your greatness. So our God is bigger than any situation, any mountain, any problem. Start working. Stop overthinking. Start doing. Start taking it by force. You may wait forever, while others who are ready to work, even in the rain, even in the sun, even in the night, reach their destination ahead of you. It's an action that gives rise to momentum, not motivation. Momentum brings inspiration. Those who achieve greatness are not those who feel inspired every day, but those who take action, even on small daily practice, even on a small little action. They are the ones that rise, not the one who feel motivated or the one who feel inspired. You may feel inspired, you may feel motivated, but if you don't take action, nothing will happen. That is what David understood. That is the secret that David understood. This is how small progress you do every day lead one to greatness. This is how small improvement you do every day, how small action you take every day, how small step you take every day leads to greatness. It's not vice versa. It's not greatness before action. That is what David understood. David understood that he needs to take small step every day. That's why every day David is still found in the bush, taking care of his father's lamb sheep, to the extent that the time reached for him to face giants. His brothers, his father could not understand him. They never knew that those times he's always in the bush, that David has mastered a skill. And David had become confident in God. Until you take action on daily practice, when God say move and you move, before you will have confidence in your God. If you don't take action, you cannot understand the God you are with. Because David take action on daily basis. He understood that our God is bigger than the giant Goliath. That's why David defeated Goliath with only two things, sling and a stone. Because he understood our God is bigger than any mountain. Small daily progress build mastery. That is what David understood. Have you ever seen a soccer player who became a soccer player in the room? They train every day on daily basis, small action every day, small playing every day. Even when friends are laughing, even when people don't understand, they still train. When you see somebody that wants to be a soccer player, when the person starts training, is it a joke? What is this? But when the person becomes consistent, trains every day, even when the sun is scorching, even in the rain, even in the bad weather, even in the storm, the person is still training with a small daily practice that continues over time. At a point, you will notice the person has become professional. Playing soccer has become automatic, has become part of the person's life. Why? Because during those small daily practice, his body becomes stronger, his technique becomes sharper, the training becomes part of him. Why? Because he has built a foundation that allows him to build advanced skills. It's just like a child. Before a child can walk, a child has to pass through processes. If you're waiting for motivation, you will remain at the beginning.